Hello.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what
Yeah,
happened.
no, 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 that was me. I dropped the phone and I was trying to catch it and I hung up, but I still ended up dropping it.
So soon after Shirley we started dating, her family put her and her son out on the street. You know what I'm saying? Like they was out there homeless. And this is my thing. We just got
Mm,
we just got to the dating point. This is I don't even really
mm,
know you like that, but at the same time, I'm one of the creator's children. I'm not gonna allow anybody, relative, somebody I'm dating, anybody to be out there suffering. If we gonna suffer, we gonna suffer together. If y'all out there in the
mm,
street, we gonna be out there in the street together. If I got shelter, you can come stay there. I'm putting my own shelter, own roof over my head in jeopardy to have
mm,
y'all come and live in my place. You know what I'm saying? Like I done almost got into life and death situations because your son is autistic and he does,
mm,
but I love him. You know what I mean? So from my
mm,
his own daddy don't even show him that kind of love. You get what I'm saying?
mm,
Nobody. And then on come to find out, the original person who paying the child support, that ain't even his daddy. Then his daddy come along. His daddy damn near 30 years old. He ain't got no car, no job, no nothing. The nigga ain't even seen his kid or nothing. You get what I'm saying? I'm taking care. But that's all out the window now. And my point being was, when we first so your family put you out. The same people, your mother, the same person you came running back to, was the same person that put you out on the street, right? So I'm thinking like, oh, that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful because when you was living with me, even though I caught you doing shit, I never had in my mind that I'm gonna put them out on the street. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, because your good heart wouldn't allow it, and I think you mostly said that for the child's interest versus her interest. But at the same time, you can't, I mean, you can't control people.
Yeah.
And it's fucked up because her situation is fucked up. Like many of people's situations are fucked up out here. Like a lot of our families are dysfunctional. We might like not try to talk about it and act like our family got it all together, but shit, let some weed and henny be around and none of us start talking about good times. We're gonna bring up a lot of trauma and stuff. Like it just seems like, you have upset about just the whole situation. And I could tell you love her because if you didn't love her, you wouldn't
Yeah.
be
It wouldn't even
like
bother me.
how you are right now.
Yeah, I
But
felt
it's
no.
like if, hopefully going into your next relationships, you'll have these words with me, and hopefully they resonate with you. That first thing you see these warning signs from the beginning, get out. Or if you still want to deal with that person, deal with them, but deal with them with boundaries. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah. Cause and you right because my plan was, although I needed to get like important stuff that I had left in the house because I had work
mm,
opportunities and I got all this other stuff. But all the other materialistic stuff I'm gonna leave there because that was initially my plan. The only reason we even had communication today was because I had some job stuff that I had my birth certificates and all these other stuff that that's important documents there. You get what I'm saying? So
right.
that was the only reason for communication. But my thing is like this. I don't like handling stuff like that on social media. But my thing is, you want to be famous, you want attention. Now y'all gonna get that attention, and now you're gonna realize you don't want that kind of shit.
Mm. And you're a damn Libra. And I get that part because yeah, I'm also guilty of doing something similar, like putting certain things out there on social media, and I can totally understand everything where you're coming from. You feel me? And everything that you're saying. Like that's why I'm like, but now give it a year past from what happened.
Mm-hmm.
I will really wish I hadn't did it, and a little bit embarrassed by it. And it's
Yeah,
funny because when we're in the moment of things, we don't. I mean, it might cross our mind, but it's still like, fuck that. Motherfuckers need to know. You feel me?
yeah.
But then half the motherfuckers don't really care, and the other half just want to be nosy,
The, the,
just to
this,
have something to talk about.
this the problem. This what I think about it is like it's sad that it like I'm used to talking to people face. I don't talk behind people's back. I'm used to talking to people, settling stuff, and that be that. It's sad that the only thing that garners these people attention is when things get put out to the public. You know what I'm saying? They're like, we'll talk on the phone, like all this isn't just me just saying this, just posting this stuff out of nowhere. Like, we're talking, and then, and all this, me talking and saying these things don't mean shit to them. Because they know the public don't know what they're doing. You get what I'm saying? The public, like, I mean, our mutual friends and family and all that shit, they don't know what they're doing. Like, not even her family knew that this is what she's doing. Okay? So, they got you held on a pedestal, and they're looking at me, the person that's doing you wrong, so they jump into your side, like, get that nigga up out of here. We happy that you live in life and all this other stuff. But in reality, this is the reality. So now, when I get a phone call from you, which it takes this to make you call me. It takes that to make you call me and then try to get things straight with me and get me to take stuff like that down. Although, after tomorrow, I'm done with it completely. I'm taking all that shit down. It'll be there until everybody wake up, everybody get their laugh, they hoo-ha.
No. Do you know how you really want to get back? I'm the queen of get back, and also I have a vagina too, so I know I'm bald head, but like I bleed once a month the whole night. So I know, and I'm a black woman, so I know how to get back. You don't get back like that. You get back by succeeding on the motherfucker. That's what really makes the motherfucker back. You feel what I'm saying? Because like at the end of the day, like I said, well, you feel me? She probably wanted you to do that. You feel me? I'm gonna even give you some of the G code. I'm not talking about guy code, but I'm talking about girl code. All the time, in this situation, this is what I be doing. So let me see how I show you how I got this nigga tripping all over me on this Instagram. Like, oh my god, like who tripped that hard? You feel me? Oh, look at him, he falling and swimming, you know, the little girl, they gonna laugh at us and all this little other shit. And then like you said, our family already intervened. They don't give their commentary. It's always like that. Where it's different for you guys, like the only times when somebody giving you commentary is maybe your other boys, but half of them, you know, black men didn't grow up with fathers, so you don't got a father really giving you commentary on what you should really do to handle a situation with a woman when you have a baby mama situation. You feel me? And that's just how it goes. Like, succeed on it. Shit, I mean, you want to get back at her? I'm not saying go out this and do this fully because I do not support interracial marriage. Go and find a white girl and just post up random pictures of you and her. I'll guarantee you that's going to get to her because it gets to all black women. I don't give a fuck what black woman sit up here and try to say it don't. Bitch, yes it does.
Yeah, and this
once you dating interracially. Just do that. Don't shoot it. You ain't got to stoop that low-term level of damn near what she wants you to be.
This is the cold part about it, right? This is the cold part about it. And like I said, like, you know, things I do is systematic. So exactly what you said is exactly what's going to occur and what's been occurring because, like, as soon as I got put out or whatever, I got...
Hello? Oh, let me put you on speaker. Yeah, so as soon as, we had a fallout, I got another job, so I got 2 full-time jobs or whatever. I still got a car, I pretty much own all the shit that's in the house, but I just chose not to be spiteful and take that shit back. I'm like, it's materialistic, you can keep all that shit, and that's my thing. Like, when you let a motherfucker go, you let a motherfucker go. That's what I'm used to. I'm used to adult, mature relationships where when somebody lets you go, they love you, but life goes on. And like for me, it's like we letting each other go, but you still keeping aspects of communication, and on top of that, you're trying to find yourself in the dating world, but you need me as a connecting factor to that because you don't have a car. So how the fuck you gonna go to a club? You don't have transportation. How you gonna make it to school? How you gonna make it to work? You get what I'm saying? Like, even the car seats, like, I had to drop off the car seats that I paid for, I bought. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's just like, if you gonna move on, you wait till you in a position to move on with your life without me. Don't use me as a connector because then it's like you ain't really let me go like that. You get what I'm saying? It's like everybody.
But also, you gotta let her go too.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you gotta let her go too, because you know what? Like I said, if you didn't care or love her, you wouldn't be so deep in this. And do you have any sisters? Like you?
Yeah, I got
sisters.
sisters.
Yeah, you
My
don't
sister
let her
say
go
the same thing
because
you say too. My little sister be saying the same thing you say. And this is the cold part about it, and that's why I say like I must have the hardest head on the planet because people, and I don't know what it is when I get in relationships like this. Like people tell me, they tell me, you get what I'm saying, and it's like
you love hard. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's something and you just can't do that with everybody. And it's real. Like I have to be aware of that myself as a female out here because some of these niggas are trying to it. And I'm not just saying that to be one of these all black men or no, I have brothers. And I know they got their issues, but they some good ass black men and they already know as long as they pay my 4 rules, we ain't got no problems.
But another on a deeper level, I just don't understand it. Like we share so much valuable information, and it's like that's why I say I embrace my struggle because I'm the creator's child. Regardless of what else is going on, I'm not concerned about this. This temporary. This even like I told her, I was like the love that's temporary love. This earthly love. There's no love greater than being in the presence of the Lord. So for me, it's just like I understand that regardless of how we feel during this time, it's not always going to be like that. You get what I'm saying? So I already knew these things were going to come, which is why I set myself up in position. Like, the struggle I'm going through now ain't as bad as it ever used to be. You get what I'm saying? Because I planned ahead for that. I knew that was a possibility. You get what I'm saying? So my thing is, like, okay, now when we cutting ties and I'm coming to pick up my shit, it's always something. It's always something like I don't understand it, But at the end of the day,
she wants you, but she doesn't know what she wants. And sometimes that has to do with probably her prior relationships with dudes. Like this is stuff that it was funny because I was just at her talk about connecting the dots earlier with a friend. And when you connect the dots, you get a little bit more better understanding versus just what you one assume or what one bases off of what one been told. And I don't know her and, I don't really know, but it's just like at the end of the day, she could have just been reacting to situations of past, not knowing that she had something good and thinking that she can either get something better or still,
Yeah, and it's tiresome. It's tiresome when like all my children's mothers, it's tiresome because even to this day, I had my oldest son's mother apologize to me recently. She apologized to me. She was like, you know what, like she was like, as crazy as you are, she was like, I was the person in the wrong. I was the one who didn't think, and I had somebody who was good. And I let that go. And I can see that now. You know what I'm saying? And she said that. You know what I'm saying? Even the other one, like, we ain't cool like that, but, if we cordial and whatever, and then when some time passed, with this situation, we may or may not be cool, but at the same time, my thing is like this, like you said, like, for me, is, I understand it, you just ain't experienced in this field. Like, you're trying to date niggas and all these other people, and I say niggas only because they're not educated, they don't really have much going for them, they still got children, I love them, hopefully they forgive me, I forget them, they just ignorant, they damn near worshiping the devil at this point, you get what I'm saying? So my thing is, like I said, on a deeper level, we share spiritual and intellectual, wisdom with each other. So I've already told you what this entertainment industry is about. I am not famous because I choose not to be. I don't choose to sell my soul. I will not sacrifice somebody in my family or my friends or my loved ones. Okay? Just like you see, I got a large following. If I wanted to be in those positions, I would be in those positions. I've been rapping and doing this shit for a very long time. I've been rapping with celebrities. I've been traveling the world. I've been doing all these shit. These niggas is barely trying to make it or be somebody in their own community. Okay? And when they do it...
You ain't gotta tell me. That part I know.
When they do make it...
that are, like, literally paying to be rappers. Like, you're not making no money out of this. Like, you're paying to be a rapper. You don't barely have any money as it is. But it's about keeping up with the image.
Nothing. Like, we got people right here at my job, they famous rappers, and niggas don't even got no car. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my thing. Like, and I don't blame her because we getting mind controlled. I've been said, when you scrolling
Yeah.
up and down, I made a blog about it today and put it on YouTube. It's going to get watched. But my thing is that when you scrolling up and down timelines, like, I got social media, I'm not addicted to it. I use it.
Right.
Okay? It's a difference. When you scrolling up and down timelines, it's mentally controlling you to the point where you are having these thoughts. Cheating is not just a physical aspect. The thought of you being with another person, other things are placed in your face to steer you in that direction. She did not understand that. I would catch her at times and I would tell her, I'm like, you spend too much fucking time on your phone. And you gotta understand, fuck me, excuse all my language, but fuck me and your relationship. This is something that's going to be a hindrance for you in any relationship that you have. Any relationship that you have. Because a lot of people that you date are not as tolerant as I am. You get what I'm saying?
That's for her to find out.
That's for her to find out, and you're absolutely right. You know,
and not just people she dates, but just an aspect of trying to get a job, or even if you do get a job and employers should notice that you're on the phone. The phone and mentally control people in general. Like, any given day, you can get on BART and see that ain't nobody really paying attention. Everybody's looking down at them damn phones. Like, I try not to let it have that much control of me and look at it only when I need to, on a need-to basis. But that's not just with her. I think that's with a lot of people. But as far as, like, the other stuff is her doing whatever she's doing on social media and stuff, yeah, I can't really speak to that.
Yeah, and I told her, I try to explain to people, I'm like, all that shit, you get captivated by people giving you likes and all that shit is fake. Only people like me who keep it real and really put in work have real individuals who care. Why is it that a motherfucker with 100,000...
No, we don't, sweetie.
Huh?
No, we don't. I'm sorry. Maybe so, but I don't feel like that's accurate.
No, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that you care about the situation. My thing is, why is it motherfuckers who got 100,000, who got 1 million followers, post shit like that? They get all these fake comments, all this other shit, and it don't matter. Like, it's people, like I said, it's people more famous than me that she didn't dated or know. It's people more famous than me that my other child's mother didn't dated or know. It's more famous. There's motherfuckers out here, they dating rappers and all this other shit. You know what I mean? So, why is it when I put something out, it matter? You get what I'm saying? So, my thing is, like, in a sense where I didn't have people, and I'm not saying it in a sense of vanity. I'm just saying, just literally, like I didn't, like, even to me it's a surprise. Like, I didn't even know. Like, last time I had, had a little incident or whatever, somebody from other, like, countries and states called me and was like, what's going on, blah, 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 you feel me? And I don't even think people be paying attention to me like that because, like I said, I'm not into it. I just use it because I know it's a way to reach people. It's a way to reach the masses. That's what its purpose is for. It's to break up relationships, give people mind control, and it's also a tool because the world is formed on duality. So what is good can be used for bad, and what's bad can be used for good. That's how it is. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I get that part. But the reason why I reached out was I looked at it like I had seen a couple of your postings, and I'm like, damn. And then I seen the posting about you wanted to talk to. And we all need somebody to talk to, especially when we're going through stuff. And I have brothers. And I'm not a gender biased person because I personally hate that because I'm a female. So I always have to deal with double standards. It's a known thing for women to have to do with that. And I'm very empathetic. I can see both sides of the story and, just offer an ear. But I also like to hold people accountable.
Yeah.
I really want you to take it down and we're really right about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And I appreciate you actually calling me because like I said, for most people, before I do things, I think them through thoroughly. So for most people, like you said, it's just entertainment for them. You get what I'm saying? Like, nobody really loves me or really, as far as like Like, you know, I could put this call, man, ain't nobody gonna call, but when I'm in their face, everybody's my best friend. Everybody loves me when I'm in front of them.
Or sometimes when you're online, you post something, people want to, they'll just comment, and so, it seemed like, I was there, and, hey, brother, or hey, sis, you want to talk, and trust me, I be going through hella shit, and me personally, because I don't have any sisters, I don't have that female, and my mom, she's gone, so I don't have that female person to talk to. And when I do reach out to the acquaintances and women I have, they don't have time. So I just kind of keep it pushing. But what I do in return from that, when I see somebody out here going through something, I remind myself of when I've been that person and I haven't no one to talk to. And I make myself available if I'm available to talk.
Yeah,
Some random people, I don't have to know them because, like you said, we all God's children. So
it's just so frustrating.
For someone as I would want someone to do for me.
Yeah. It's just frustrating because, like I said, the society and how it's formed is amazing. Like, when I didn't give a damn about a relationship and I was just doing what I wanted to do, even in our case, with her. Like, when we was just getting to know each other and, and I was doing my thing and she was doing her thing, that's when a person will cater to your every whim, every need. Like, I was seeing other women and, doing all this different stuff, and you couldn't get to her to leave me for a minute, for 2 seconds, without an argument, without a you know what I mean? And then once you let all that stuff go and you give a person your undivided attention and you living with the person, it's like they get too comfortable and then they just don't. And then especially when they have a child, they don't need you no more. They don't need you no more because they got a copy of you. If we didn't have a child, it wouldn't even be like this. But I love my son, and my son is here now, so we're going to deal with that. But my thing is like this. The moral of the story is that had I never spoke my mind and brought attention to what was going on, you wanted us to carry on, get married, and then for me to just be in the dark,
She wanted, I mean, you keep knocking on the devil's door long enough, you're going to get what you ask for. Eventually, karma's going to come back around. She's going to get the kind of man she's always wanted, and she's going to possibly realize that it wasn't what it all was cracked up to be. And sometimes you got to wait for karma to get people back, because if they put negative energy out in the world and expect the positive things to happen to you, she's going to get hers.
Yeah.
Don't trust. But I know, like I said, how it feels like that. Especially when a person got you at that point where you're like hella angry and shit like that. That's still the mother of the child. You still gotta respect it. As far as that, the minute you stop being a mother, hey, respect goes all out the window, because I'm the same way from both male and female. The minute you stop being a parent, that's when the respect goes out the window that I have for you. Because kids don't ask to be trapped into this world to be a part of their children's drama and their parents' trauma. And it doesn't affect me because I'm that child.
And I just hate that because
I'm 32 years old.
And I hate that because that's the only card they hold over me at times. Is just like, oh, I'm gonna keep your kids away from you. So
no, and if you didn't know, they can't. And I don't know if your sisters have told you this, but I've told all my brothers, cousins this. What you gonna do if you file for joint custody? Don't just go file for full custody. Don't do that. Don't make your child choose between parents. File for joint custody. Because see, the thing is, when you're not married in the state of California and you produce a child, it automatically custody goes to the mother.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're married, that's a different story. Don't get joint custody. With joint custody, she can't go get on welfare or nothing. Yes, she might get you on child support, but as long as you show that you're doing for the child, I know women do that shit out of spite, and I wrote a story like 2-3 years ago about that and how the effects of child support has to do on the black man. But she's not able to necessarily even go after you on child support on that matter because you have joint custody. A lot of you get put on child support because you're not married to the baby mama, and you can do that when that shit's not happening, when that happens. Because basically you don't have anything to show. But if you have a lot of stuff to show that you've been taking care of your child, you don't have to worry about child support.
Yeah.
It's just a little tool that really used to be spiteful towards black men. And they really don't end up working for nobody, not the child, not the woman, and not for the man.
Yeah,
Because
like,
you necessarily don't get the money that they're taking necessarily for him, especially if you're on welfare. So, you know, you also have to pay child support a fee for using their services. It's not free. So even if you get a check from them working and getting, say, $3,200 a week and they're taking out $1,500, they only go send you a check for so much. That, you know, so, you know, do that. You know,
yeah,
demand to see your kids. If she has a problem with that, go through mediation.
yeah,
You know, at the end of the day, if you have to go to court about it, you have records to show all this shit. I've tried to mediate with her. You feel what I'm saying? To the point where, okay, you know, y'all can't communicate. So if it's a third party that don't know neither of you guys, that's great. So it won't look like, oh, this person's more leaning towards this person's side versus mine. And there are people out here, you can Google it, that are mediators, paid mediators, and they will, you know, that, like I said, all this, we might not speak about it, but in the long run, this will help. Because I do hate to see black men get done over as far as them not being in their children's life. I feel like a long time we've lived with that stigma, especially in the 80s and shit like that. Like they always try to say about our fathers, that they didn't tell the truth about how they set up here and put them on drugs or, you know, put them in jail and all this and other shit. You know, they don't like, the white folks don't take accountability for their actions and never will. But it's like, at the end of the day, I know that black men have always been there for their children. And yeah, they've had challenges around that, but they have always provided and made sure that they tried to better their children more than they have had it. You know, so I don't like to see it get over, but you don't have to really worry about that too much. As long as you do what I tell you and don't procrastinate on me, because I remember my cousin did, and now that he's coming back out of the Navy, he has to deal with it now. And I know I'm going to have to help him with it, and he's suffering too, but that's what I'm here for, you know. And that's different for him, he's the only child. You know, so it's a little different. But your sisters will say the same thing, and I'm pretty sure when it comes down to your children in that situation, your family is going to step up, and they're not going to let you hopefully go down like that.
Yeah, and this is my thing, like, I won custody of my oldest son not too long ago, and, like, I've always been in all my children's lives involved one way or another, you know, and then the cool part about it is like I said, I'm not concerned about how her life is going to be going forward, like her dating life or whatever is her school life or whatever, you know, that's all, like, you know, like I said, that's out of my hands. I'm not really concerned about any of their dating lives, you know, but my thing is, like, what bothers me is that it's just like, it's like no way out of it. It's like we got a child together, you know, we still got to deal with each other. We got to go through the court process. You're going to be in some shitty relationship blaming me for all the shit that's going wrong in your life now. You get what I'm saying? Like, and it's just crazy. Like, it's a cycle. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. And I don't know. Maybe this is just my trial, you know, because like I said, everybody goes through trials and tribulations. This is just the stuff that I got to go through. You get what I'm saying? Because if I wasn't going through it, life would seem perfect to me, and then I would get caught up in it. You feel me? So I think it's just something that I got to go through, and this was just my purpose, you know, during this time. So you know, for me, it's just like I said, I wish it was just some like I don't even have problems with people. Like, as far as like this is my thing. I don't care. Like, I tell people, even if I'm in a relationship with them, I don't mind you doing whatever it is that you want to do. Just when the respect go, then the relationship got to go. You get what I'm saying? You do whatever you do. I'm not here to lock your body down or, you know what I mean, tell you who to be with, who not to be with, or none of that stuff.
Did you tell her this?
Yes.
By any chance? Do you know when she possibly took it up? Because how old is she?
I don't know. Shit. I'm so frustrated. I didn't pay attention.
Is she in her 30s? How old are you?
I'm 29. She in her upper 20s.
So you late 80s, early 90s, baby.
Yeah.
Don't be mad at me. That kind of explains something. I'm not, because I'm 32. I'm not, we're not that far in age, but yeah. And if she's younger than you or older than you?
Younger.
Younger. Sure. Oh, yeah.
And this my thing, like, I date older, this is my thing, I date older women, like the woman I was with before while me and her was transitioning together, she had all her shit together. I didn't have these kind of...
sometimes older don't necessarily equal maturity, though, so just know that.
But what I'm saying is, her older equaled maturity. Her older, like, was like, you know, she had her shit together, not just financially, but just in life, period. Like, she was making me grow as a person. You know what I'm saying? And then I get with somebody
you
like...
stop that to mess with her, and this is your lesson. Grass ain't always green on the other side. If for whatever reason you stop fucking with her to fuck with her, now this is your lesson being brought back to you. Like, oh, so whatever you were going through at that point, you gotta sit back and you gotta reevaluate yourself. And you gotta be aware of yourself so that way, moving forward into the next situation, if you see that again, you'll already know the warning signs. Sometimes God will keep sending you stuff like that just for you to get your lesson. You can't say you didn't get it. You're going to have to get it eventually. Sometimes we just try to see things from a different perspective, so we don't really want to accept it down.
Yeah, like I said, you know, I'm going to have to, you know, figure things out going forward. I know once tomorrow hit and I get up and I'll probably head out to work, I'm going to delete all that shit. Like I said, you know, it wasn't meant to be, I'm going to post it and keep it up and, you know, all that shit, you know, going forward.
I can tell you generally were just upset. Like, I didn't take it like you were trying to be spiteful or, you know, being, you know, mean towards her, bitter towards her. You were just upset. And I could tell it was a situation where you really care. Like, I don't really know, but like I said, that's where I got from it.
And I tried, and my thing is, this is my thing. I tried my best to not even get to the point where I had to explain the shit that I know. You know what I'm saying? Like we had already had a dispute. We had already broken up. We had already did all that shit. And even you see my original post, it was just, I never exposed what was actually going on. I'm just giving like little subliminals here and there, like, okay, this is going on, blah, 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 blah. And then as it leads up, you know what I'm saying? As it leads up, then it's just so much going on. And then once I post vaguely what's going on to where people don't know the exactual factuals, then you call me to try to I don't know if you was calling me to try to threaten me or whatever the purpose was, and then you text me about my kids. So that was the tipping point. The tipping point was when you said something about the kids.
She's gonna, now you know, moving forward, you ever read the book Carnivore? You gotta, I say your baby mama can't, she's not.
But then this is my thing. How do we handle this going forward? How do we go forward? How do we go forward? Because
be a bigger person, baby. You gotta be a bigger person. Like, you can't let her get into you, and you can't let her show that you're weak. When she shows the enemy that you're weak, then they know what tools to use against you to get to you. Like how white folks do this all the time, like the documentaries out here acknowledging they wrong, but at the end of the day, they still be on that Rodney King chicken, y'all get along type, but you want to can't really get along with motherfuckers. In this situation, that's how you gotta look at it, except the difference. You know she's gonna try to use your kid against you. If that's the case, there's something, wrong with my kid, explain what is wrong, and how do you want me to address it?
Yeah, it's just, the disrespect.
Don't get over riled up because that's what she wants you to do. And, narcissist people, it's about control. If a person likes to be in control of situations all the time and dictate what people can and cannot do and how people should and shouldn't. I know that's a narcissist. And if that's what she is, then